It is time now for Mark Meets, in which I speak to the biggest names in the world of politics, showbiz, sport and beyond. Tonight, a man who exploded onto our screens as a hopeful on the business investment show Dragon's Den. Levi Roots pleaded with the likes of Peter Jones and Richard Farley for a humble few £1,000s to get his amazing Caribbean sauce on supermarket shelves. Well, they said, I'm in. And the rest is history, including a reported £30 million fortune. What a story, what a life, and what a guy. I'm delighted to say that Levi Roots joins me now in the studio. But first, here is a clip of the big man in action on Dragon's Den all those years ago.
Put some music in my food for me and give me some reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce.
It is a complete punt, but I kind of probably would enjoy it. I've got a few people in the marketplace that I could introduce you to, but I'd want a little bit more of a slice, but I wouldn't want to take too much away from you because I think you need to earn a living. But I would offer you half the money for 20%.
I'd match that, 25,000 for another 20%, so you'd be talking 50,000 for 40%.
I would accept it gladly.
Put some music in your sauce too.
I'll never forget watching that show. I do love Dragon's Den, but that was an absolute all-time highlight of the show, the golden era of that programme. Well, I'm delighted to say that Levi Roots joins me now. Levi, welcome to GB
Mark,
News.
thank you so much for having me.
Look, how many times have people said this to you, but I'm in?
Yeah, lots. Lots. Which is always good to hear.
I've just spoken to my accountant, and I can offer you £50 for 1%.
Yeah. I'd have to take 50% of your earnings.
Well, what you get, listen, I've not got money, but I've got expertise and a massive audience.
Well, I think expertise is what we need, what I'm collecting, you know, because I talk to a lot of young people nowadays, which I'm so lucky to have them listening to me.
Yeah.
And what I need for them is inspiration. So, yeah, it'd be brilliant.
That's wonderful. Look, I'm really excited about your song for the Rugby World Cup finals, the Reggae Warriors, Jamaica's national rugby team in the World Cup for the first time. We'll come to that in a moment. Wonderful, wonderful song that you've written. Of course, you're a musician, restaurateur, entrepreneur, author. Which of those jobs do you enjoy the most?
Well, I think the music is perhaps where my heart is, you know. People will always ask me what would I take on that, you know, that journey, whether it's the butler sauce or it's my guitar. But I would say the sauce, you would eat that and you would finish it and that would be it. But with music, you'd have inspiration for life. So I think the music is what makes me tick. Well,
the music resonates. Let's talk about this wonderful new song that you've written, because the Reggae Warriors, Jamaica's national rugby team, first ever Caribbean country to make it to the World Cup finals. Sunday, the 16th of October. Well, we've had that, haven't we? Actually, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big game.
The big game.
Sunday.
Against Lebanon.
And it's the Lebanon, Jamaica in Wigan.
Yeah.
So it's a big. This is the last of the three games. And this is a big moment for the country.
It's such, and I think these boys have brought something special to the Rugby League World Cup, because everybody else is about winning games, you know. But I think what these boys have been, I think they've brought something special, being the first Caribbean island to play in the Rugby League Cup finals. That's something that's gone down in history. So no matter what these boys do, whether they win, lose or draw, I mean, they played New Zealand the other day. Who's going to win again?
Good luck with that.
For being the first time you're having a game in the World Cup. Yeah. But I think what they've brought to it is this inspiration, saying that it doesn't matter where you are, where you're from, you can do it. You have conviction, you have a dream, then you can make that.
But the first game was Jamaica, Ireland in Leeds. My family are Irish, so how did the Jamaicans do against the Irish?
Well, I think we scored points, which again, it was all we was looking for. Just
the Irish can be a bit dirty, you know.
They can be a bit dirty, but they played fair in that game, and I think Jamaica did really well against them. I think the passion that they played, it was clearly on TV showed, and I think everyone watching the game, Jamaica was their favourite second team. No matter, even if you were Irish, then you still love the Jamaicans.
Well, I think it's wonderful. So what are you going to do on Sunday? Where are you watching the game?
I'll be there. I'll be there on Sunday. Yes, I'll be there, hoping to get into the dressing room to do a little team talk.
You're going to do a team talk, and maybe some reggae sauce.
Well, they've got that. That's what they're playing on.
They've got unlimited amounts of reggae. Listen, the song is called Sweet Jamaica.
Yeah.
So let's take a listen. This is absolutely beautiful, written and performed by Levi Roots. So this will be played on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, this is how I got involved with the team. Yeah. I think I wanted to inspire some of the lads who are not Jamaican. A lot of them are born English boys in this country, but part of the Jamaican diaspora. And I thought it was important for them to understand what it is to be Jamaica. What does the coat of arms mean in Jamaica when it says out of many, one people? You know, and what does the national anthems mean? So I wrote the song and draw words from the coat of arms and the national anthem and what it means to be Jamaica, taking them up to Blue Mountain Peak within the lyrics and then into the market eat, about reggae music shaking up every street. So it's just really about what it is to be Jamaica. And I think these boys have taken it on and created it should be the first Caribbean island to play.
A huge moment of national pride. Actually, the wonderful bobsleigh team in the Winter Olympics, which was the Cool Runnings team, made famous, immortalised in a Disney film.
Immortalised, yeah.
And there are parallels there. And that was a moment of great national pride, and we've got the same now with the rugby.
Absolutely, because us Jamaicans always talk about this Jamaican superpower called the Talawa. And I think all Jamaicans will know what that is because we use it. Usain Bolt used the Talawa when he's running, you know, his world record breaking thing. And the Talawa is what we say in Jamaica, that even though the island is small, we say we're little, but we're Talawa. And Talawa means strong, stoic, gentle, but everything, but it gives you the heart to be able to go into an arena that you're perhaps not used to. But if you believe in who you are, then you can excel. And I think these boys have got that.
Did you have Talawa when you entered the Dragon's Den studio?
I absolutely did. And I slayed those guys in there. I absolutely slayed them.
They didn't know what was coming, did they?
They did not know what the record. And I suppose everybody else that said to me, Levi, don't take the guitar, don't sing, because I thought they were telling me to be someone else. But I thought it's really good to be you, because it's easier when you're you and not pretend. And me with my music is me 100%. So even though my kids and everybody was saying, look, Dad, this is not a show about, about music or X Factor or anything. This is about business and enterprise. I still wanted to be me. And I think that's the reason why Peter and Richard invested.
And are you still in touch with them? Do you still have a relationship?
Well, Peter and I has become, much more than just an investor. We have been in business now 16 years since I was on the Den together. And it's just a wonderful relationship. I brought my shares back from Richard Farley, the other dragon that invested. But I think I'll always want Peter in there. And in business, you will always want somebody that knows more than you. And Peter is that person to be able to mentor.
Any more sort of business ventures for you?
Well, I've got the Levi Roots movie coming out soon. We start production in.
And is this the story of your life?
The story of my life, the story of the source, of my grandmother, of my mother, of the Jamaican diaspora that came to the UK during the Windrush generation. Yeah. Of course, my parents.
Which Hollywood superstar is going to play you?
Well, I don't know. I was in the Chain of Hope event the other day, and I saw Idris Elba on stage, and I thought to myself, yeah, maybe, just maybe.
we might take Elba, definitely. And it's obviously changed your life. How do you handle the fame? It must be a mixed blessing.
I think handling the fame is an easy one, really, because like I said, you have to be you. Because if you're not you, then it becomes all kerfuffle and you don't know where you are. And I'm glad that when I said to Peter after the investment, I did say to him straight after, I said, how shall I play this? Because I knew that I was coming from being a dreadlocks Rastaman from Brixton that cooks a bit and sings a bit. And all of a sudden I was being usurped into stardom by winning on Dragon's Den. I said to him, how should I play this? And he says, no, Levi, I didn't invest in the sauce. I invested in you. And it just gave me the most amazing free-for-all to be able to just be me.
Did you have a bit of cash in the bank when you entered the Den?
Absolutely broke. I couldn't afford the taxi fare that morning to get to the Den at all. We had looked through our pennies, me and the kids together, and saying that I'm going on the most important journey of my life, and we couldn't even afford the taxi fare. So it was that bad. No, but I still went in with conviction.
It doesn't reflect well on the BBC, who should have put you in a cab.
They should have. We do
together at GB News because we look after our guests. And now, I mean, look, the money's not important, right? You've created a great sauce that gives so many people pleasure. It's a fabulous product, Reggae sauce. Thanks for my bottle. Amazing music, including One Dream, One Team, Sweet Jamaica, and all of your music stuff. And your cooking show. You know, you're a force for good. But just my viewers will just be like thinking about that figure. Sunday Times rich list, £30 million. So, I mean, tell me about how your financial circumstances have changed and how that's changed your life.
Well, it's never been about the money for me personally, because my mum passed away 2 years ago, and I would gladly give back 30 million quid to have her back round again.
Of course.
So for me,
you should be on a beach. Why aren't you on the beach?
Well, because I love Brixton, where I'm from, and people always ask me, why do I still live in Brixton? Why am I still hanging around here? But
you bought a bigger house, though?
No, I have not, because I think it's...
Levi?
No, not at all. I think it's really important that when I was a kid growing up, I never saw someone looking like a Levi who used to come around to Brixton.
You're not in the same place, though. You're not in the same place.
Well, I am in the same place. Same place where the source invested.
Not the same property?
Same property, because I think it's important that...
You bought it now, though?
No, you haven't bought it. I still live as how I normally used to live.
Has the rent gone up?
But
Levi Roots
no, absolutely not. I think it's important that you try to inspire the local kids. And I come from an area that really needs inspiration. So it's crucial that I'm around, that kids can have a little chat with me.
Well, speaking of inspiration, what an inspiration it's been to have you in the studio. A proper national treasure, and the song is out now, One Dream, One Team, Sweet Jamaica. And can I say, good luck, Jamaica, on Sunday. We're all rooting for you.